Hello YouTube and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Madison, and if not, welcome back. So, as you'll see from the title of this video, this is not a travel day vlog. I was meant to do a travel day vlog yesterday, but had a teeny tiny breakdown at the airport when Ken's, who was supposed to pick me up at Orlando, ended up in Tampa, and I was at Orlando and had to wait 2 hours for her to come over. So that was a whole thing. Did not film a travel day video. But then today, what should have been the start of our 6-day sisters trip, Run Disney weekend, Ken's and I both tested positive for COVID-19. So we did not get it from each other. There she is, smiley girl. We did not get it from each other. We did not give it to each other. We actually got it both from separate individuals. We haven't seen each other for 8 days. But coincidentally this morning, both of us were not feeling well. Both of us had heard that we were exposed and decided to test, and we both have it. So we checked into Old Key West last night, and I did pop up a room tour just there if you want to go have a look. We are staying in a deluxe studio, and while we were content to stay in this deluxe studio and just walk around the resort and stay largely confined to our rooms for the next 5 days, I called the Disney front desk and was informed that basically we can't do that for safety reasons, and that they will be moving us just like anyone else that has contracted COVID on Disney property and informed their housekeeping or their front desk. They will be moving us to the cabins at Fort Wilderness. So, sorry, it's about to get loud for a second. We're staying right on the road where there's a lot of golf carts, so it is loud. But they will be moving us to the cabins at Fort Wilderness. They have been absolutely wonderful in dealing with us. I spoke to a very nice man named Warner for a while this morning, and he informed us that basically our options were to go to Fort Wilderness, to go to the cabin, or to leave Disney property. He said that obviously they weren't gonna track us, they weren't gonna tell the CDC, but they also weren't keeping us hostage. The way it works is that we have 6 nights in various DVC studios, and we use those same exact points now to stay in the cabin. So no more, no less. For us, that means we're getting an upgrade because we're going from a studio to a 1-bedroom cabin that has a full kitchen, which is very important since we are gonna have to stay isolated for the next 5 days. But at the same time, I do wonder if you're staying in a 2-bedroom or something like that, how they deal with your points then, because that does definitely seem like a downgrade. So we have spoke to Warner. He has informed us that we need to call him in the next couple of minutes before we head over to Fort Wilderness. And basically what will happen is they will leave a car there. The car will be ready for us when we arrive. We had to detail the make, model, license plate numbers of our car. And then we will not communicate with that car when we arrive, but they will drive us straight to our cabin. We can park in front of the cabin. We will be completely isolated. And then they also said that if we want any food products from the, I forget what it's called, I have Canteen in my head, but it's not the Canteen, but if we want any food products from there, or if we order anything from Instacart or Amazon Prime, what have you, they will come deliver it. They will drop it off on the porch, knock, and leave, and then that will be on us to pick up. So I am attempting to be in vacation mode still, as much of a downer as this is, but we are about to leave our studio at Old Key West. It has been so nice for the like 12 hours that we've been here. It's been so tropical. I really do want to come back and enjoy this resort in good health one day, but we are off to do our isolation at Fort Wilderness cabins, and I figured I will just do like a little montage of what the next week looks like for us. So it's not going to be daily vlogs. I highly doubt we will get up to anything that interesting over the course of the next 5 days, but I'll show you how Disney's handling it for us, what they're doing, and what the whole process looks like. So come with me, let's go to Fort Wilderness and hopefully get healthy. Alright, this is the closest we're going to be getting to being excited about Disney. Very nice. There's Tower of Terror back there, which we won't be riding.
Nope.
We tried though.
RIP United backstage.
RIP. So they're all set up for the races, which I will not be running.
RIP.
This whole vlog is just a sob story, guys, so that's the closest we're gonna get to Magic Kingdom over there.
I miss her.
Would be nice.
See you next time.
Yeah, kids will be back in like a week. I gotta wait like a year.
We'll see. You save it all the time.
Bye, girly.
We'll get you back. Is that our white SUV you said right there?
I think so. Oh, yeah, that'll be her.
Famous people coming through.
Yes,
Or
we
being
are
escorted.
being escorted.
Do I have to wave her down?
We'll pull up next to her, I think. Okay, let's see. So this is Velvet. We're following her literally straight to our cabin. This guy doesn't like me. Alright, so we are here, we're in our cabin. They dropped us off, we parked right in front of the cabin, and the cast member that escorted us here basically got out of the vehicle in a mask and at a distance from us and talked to us for a good while about what the next couple of days would look like for us. So basically she explained to us that we can use the entire cabin facility and the porch, but that we really shouldn't go into the street or any further than basically where our car is parked. Because Mackenzie is a cast member and we informed them of that, they were basically really adamant that we don't break any of the rules because Mackenzie could get in a lot of trouble for that. So we are being very strict about following the rules and staying confined to the porch. She also explained that we can have anything dropped off, so we can have Amazon Prime, Instacart, Uber Eats, Grubhub. If friends want to drop stuff off, that is entirely possible. However, what will happen is that those guests or delivery drivers can only go as far as the front gates. They will basically tell the security guards at the gates that they're dropping stuff off for us. We are in cabin 2503, so they will provide our name and our cabin number and then tell us that they've dropped it off. After that, we then have to text the duty manager. We have their phone number for whoever's on that day, so we can text the duty manager and say that something has been left for us at the front. They will then delegate that to someone to go pick up, and they will come drop it off to us. So when they drop it off, if we're inside, we obviously stay inside. If we're out here on the porch, we have to go inside, and then they will come up to the porch, they will drop off our goods, knock on the door, and then back up into the street again, at which point we can then come outside to pick up our delivery. They usually stand outside and like say hello and ask how we're doing when things get dropped off, but we can get food delivered to us in that way. So we can either get pre-cooked food or we can get ingredients. I'm gonna do a whole room tour of the cabin, but we do have almost a full kitchen in there, so we can cook for ourselves while we're here. And they've basically just provided us with a space to stay away from other guests and to be able to cook and to be able to get healthy. One of the nice things that the duty manager pointed out to us is that obviously our cabin has two different rooms, so we have a bedroom and we have a living room kitchen, and that's great because if one of us starts to get healthier while the other one doesn't, we can kind of separate and stay in separate rooms. So I'll detail all of that on the room tour, but they've been great about helping us so far and getting us set up here. We are on a street with lots of different cabins. We can't see how many there are because obviously we can't go into the street, but there's loads of different people here. This is obviously a problem on Walt Disney property, as it is a problem all over the US and worldwide, but Disney are definitely taking great precautions to make sure that those that test positive for COVID on their property get away from all of the other healthier guests and get the opportunity to be healthy. I want to stress before going any further that we were not forced to come here. We were given the option. We could leave property, as I said a little bit earlier. We could leave property. We can leave property at any point. When I asked, when we just got out of the car, I asked, you know, if we decide tomorrow that we want to go check into a Marriott down the road, can we do that? And Velvet explained to us that yes, we can leave at any point, and that they would then stop charging us for our stay from that point. It just makes sense for us to be here as opposed to paying cash for somewhere else, but you do have the option to leave at any point. Disney has been very clear with us that they are following the CDC guidelines, so it is 5 days of quarantine. If you are asymptomatic, you can go. You do not have to test. On day 5, you are good to go at the end of that day. So Velvet explained to us that after day 5, I am allowed to go back to the parks as long as I wear a mask. For Ken's, the rules are a little bit different because she is a cast member and she's not going to be at work for the next 10 days. She cannot go to the parks. But I am good to go on day 5 if I don't have any symptoms by that point. So I think that's everything for now. We're gonna go get settled, and then I will talk to you guys over the course of the week and keep you updated with what's going on with us. Wish us luck. Okay, good morning. It's January 6th, it's Thursday, it's like 11 o'clock in the morning. And I'm crying because it's good tears. But my friend Kristen, who is so lovely, who I literally met on the internet, like we've met in person twice, and she texted me this morning and asked if we needed anything in our cabin because she's going to Walmart, and I told her that we needed some cough medicine and maybe some muffins or some cinnamon rolls or just like something carby to keep us full during the day when we get hungry. And she texted me this morning. She said that she dropped stuff off at the front desk and to let her know when it got here. Sorry, I'm a mess. But look at this, guys. This is so nice. She sent like 5 bags of goodies. I'll show you everything, but there's like games and food and orange juice and medication. I'm just like so touched that someone would do that for us, and like someone that I don't even know like super personally. It's just so kind. It's really made my day. I'm trying to get it together, but obviously yesterday was a tough day, and this has been so wonderful and so kind. Okay, I'm just looking at everything. This is insane. I'm trying to get it together, but I asked her for cough syrup and muffins. That's it. And she sent us this like amazing puzzle. I absolutely love Disney puzzles, and Disney Parks theme park edition Yahtzee, and then like so many snacks. She got us cough drops, she got us orange juice, she got us soup, and then a whole thing of water. I'm really so touched. Okay, so it's 1:46. It's still January.
Is it still January? Feels like months.
It's still January 6th. So this is day 2. I showed you guys the package that Kristen dropped off this morning. Literal angel. I've managed to stop crying. Ken's friends just brought us Starbucks. I can't imagine going through this as like a I don't want to say normal person because we're normal people, but like a person or a family that's down here that doesn't have connections, because we are so lucky in the sense that not only do we have Ken's friends, but we're here over marathon weekend, so a lot of my friends are down here too, and everybody has gone so far out of their way to help us, and I think we're really lucky in that sense because a lot of people don't have that. So my friend Katie Vining, I'll just like link her down below, messaged me this morning and was like, you guys being in the cabins makes me think of the Parent Trap scene when they go to the isolation cabin
Peanut butter and Oreos.
and eat peanut butter and Oreos. So obviously we're gonna learn the handshake and like make a reel out of it or something. I hate reels, but I'm gonna do. Oh, there's people walking.
They don't have COVID.
Wow. Okay. How do we do this?
Hey fans, welcome to another weekly wrap-up. Today, we're going to be teaching you guys, fans, how to do the Parent Trap handshake.
I've been wearing this outfit for 3 days. No judgment.
This is Martin. I'm Martin. This is Annie.
Great.
Lindsay Lohan.
I want to be Annie.
So step 1 is 1, 2 handshakes, okay? Okay, so then Allie puts her hand in between them, and then stack, and then Allie, and then stack, and then plie,
sweet, yay.
Okay, here, let's show you, like, head on what it looks like.
Come on, you have to face it.
I have COVID brain.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, just say it. Just be like forward.
No, you're going forward. I'm going backward.
Okay, that was
good.
better. Okay, now organized. Okay. We think we got it. Now can we do it for a reel? Wow. I got a pretzel. It's not a Disney pretzel, but that's okay because Annie Ann's is like the best non-Disney pretzel.
Oh, they're normal pretzels?
They're normal, yeah, they're like big old,
I thought it was cinnamon sugar.
big old pretzels. So these ones are from Natalie,
Thanks, Natalie.
who's an angel. I feel like this vlog, instead of being like a COVID vlog, is just gonna be like a
What people brought us.
a sponsorship vlog. So this is amazing. I'm gonna figure out after we get out of here how I can like spread a little bit of this kindness around to like random people or to people at Disney or something like that.
I've never had a normal Annie Ann pretzel. Nope.
I got salt. You never? They're good.
Oh
They're
my god,
really
we're
good.
really cute dogs.
Yeah, we have dogs.
They're
across the
big.
pond.
They look like bears. Oh my god.
There's like loads of other cabins near us, which I'll show you when I do the room tour. Oh my gosh. But like everyone in these cabins has COVID, and people have just been like walking around, and they were very clear to us yesterday that we should not go beyond the porch.
I think they also made it more clear to us because I'm a cast member and Madison made them aware of that. And when asking to make sure that like, oh, I wasn't gonna get in trouble for being here, even though I have to miss work and blah, 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 they did say just you have to make sure that you follow the rules. If anyone comes or goes from your cabin, including yourself or friends or whatever, then I, as a cast member, can get in trouble. So I'm obviously not going to go walking around. I wouldn't either way, but especially because they made it clear that I'm a cast member, and if I break the rules, I will get in trouble as a cast member, not a guest.
But it's weird because earlier we walked to the car, and there was like a guy posted up at the end of our street, because this is clearly like just like a COVID street. And there's like a guy posted up like watching people to make sure people can't come and go. So I don't know how far those people got, but they said they were going to Panera.
No, he's not there anymore.
Okay, so it is 5:13 p.m. and I thought I would just show you our street. I've spoken to a couple of Disney cast members over the last like 24 hours, and they're saying that like Disney is just a crazy COVID hotspot right now. So interestingly, that cabin, and that cabin down at the end have all arrived today. So it is clearly getting out of control. Ken's did get her COVID here, but I got mine in New Jersey, so I got a different type. But yeah, this is the COVID street. There's probably a couple others because I'm assuming it's getting quite full, but you'll notice there's no cars in these cabins here. Advent Health has picked these people up at their resorts that they were staying at and brought them here on a bus. So they have come in on an Advent Health bus with safety precautions and were dropped off. So there is an option for you if you were to get stuck here and didn't have a car. And being here, we're not allowed to drive our car anywhere anyways, because for most of the day there's been someone at the end of our street just down there. There's actually no one right now, but there's been someone in a golf cart making sure that you don't leave the street. So it's 8 o'clock. I've just been like editing vlogs from the Christmas series, and we watched Jeopardy. Our dinner's on the way. It kind of takes a while to get things here. Anything that gets delivered has to get dropped off at the front desk, and then we have to text the front desk, and then they pick it up when they have time, so there can be a little bit of a delay between when things arrive. But it's 8 o'clock, so that means that enchantment is going off. We can see the sky like light up, but we can't see the fireworks because of all the coverage, but you can obviously hear it. But yeah, there's no firework viewing here. Actually, nope. I thought maybe in the distance, but this is as close as we're gonna get. Sad. Okay, this girly doesn't know how to play Yahtzee and thought that you wrote in different columns.
I thought game one meant the first time you rolled, game 2 was the second time you rolled, and so on and so forth, but I was wrong. And I thought that you could get everything more than once except for chance. I thought chance was only a one-time thing. So that's where I'm at.
We're learning.
I'm winning still though.
Yes.
I always win.
Alright, it's 11:30, which means it's my bedtime.
And I won Yahtzee. Loser.
Apparently, beginner's luck is all the rage here, so we'll see tomorrow night.
I win every time.
We gotta,
And I don't even have to cheat anymore.
yeah, this is all gonna be one vlog, so I'm just saying goodnight, and I'll be back in a second. But tomorrow's big day. We got a lot of phone calls to make, a lot of logistics to sort out. Don't drink.
Cheers, folks.
Okay. Gorgeous, gorgeous girls are asymptomatic.
Gorgeous, gorgeous girls have symptoms and drink Delsum and take a leave at the same time.
Good night. So I just sat on the bench and it's wet. Great. Good morning. Today is day 3 in isolation. It is Friday, January 7th. It's 11:14 in the morning. This kind of feels like those wilderness tapes that people make when they're like dying. I'm not dying, but you know, when they're like out in the wilderness and they're like, if anybody finds this. So you guys have found this. So it's 11:15, and I woke up at like 10. And this is my second day of being completely asymptomatic. So day 1, I was asymptomatic largely in the morning. I had this like raspy throat, which I told you guys about. And then in the evening I developed a migraine, which was pretty bad. I'm also prone to getting migraines, so you know, I think it was definitely amplified by whatever's going on inside my body, whatever fight my white blood cells are fighting. But yeah, I had a pretty bad migraine, but I woke up yesterday, felt totally fine, feel totally fine today. No cough, no chest congestion, no funny tummy, no headache, nothing. So we're rolling with that. I didn't even test again after I got my little faint positive. And I know some people recommend doing that, but I just didn't have enough tests to risk it, so I just have to act like I'm positive. I'm sure it was accurate, because I was exposed to someone that does have it, but I'm largely asymptomatic here. So doing the morning routine, airborne. I can't show you, but these are just my normal medications, coffee, and then a croissant that was delivered yesterday by Ken's friends. So just gonna eat all of this, drink up, and then after This is just my morning voice. And then afterwards, I will have some orange juice. It's just another day of nothing, but it's a nice day out here on the frontier. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see what we get up to. I have to call British Airways to ask them about their flight policy. I have to call DVC because strangely I got an email yesterday saying that we're staying at Riviera on Sunday night, which is technically after our day 5, so I don't know if they're planning on us moving out of the cabin, so I don't know if I really want to move, even if we are negative. And then I have to tweeze my eyebrows, so really exciting plans today. I'm trying to upload one of our vlogs, and the Wi-Fi here is horrible, so that's not going well, but I got all day. We'll see how it goes. Hi. It's 12:39. I've got my orange juice. Ken's is still asleep, but when we're awake here, we basically spend all of our time out here on the patio. So the lighting is horrible. There's trees everywhere. Can't do anything about it. I just called American Airlines. I am flying with British Airways, but I booked through American Airlines so that I could pay for my flight in dollars instead of pounds because it was a better deal. And to change my flight, I basically have to call American, who will then deal with the code share flight. So it was a 4-hour wait. Luckily, American is doing that thing where they take your phone number and they call you back when it's your turn. So they have recorded my phone number. They said they'll call me back in more than 4 hours. So I'm gonna try to get my flight moved back by 1 or 2 days to kind of like give myself a little bit more time, and hopefully, like, well, obviously test negative before flying. So that's the priority in figuring that out. I've just looked at the Disney website. I can stay at an All-Star for $91 a night for the extra night or two if I stay, and I'm gonna have Ken's check what the cast member discount will be for like a similar stay. But I think it's probably best if I can extend by a day or two just to be extra uber cautious. Right, so when someone checks out...
Are those the dogs?
Yeah, see, I don't know. When someone checks out, they come in, I don't want to like film these people if I don't have to, but they come in hazmat suits with this first on-site truck and like clean out the entire inside of the cabin. So these people moved out today. These people moved out today. These people have disappeared. I'm not sure if it was their day to go, but they went. So it's 2:22. Ken's just woke up and I'm having lunch, which is chicken noodle soup. Good soup.
Homemade chicken noodle soup.
Courtesy of Kenzie's Disney bestie.
Thanks, Morgan.
Morgan salad.
Salad and ketchup.
Yeah. Yeah, they both helped this time. So they delivered us this and they delivered us lots of goodies last night.
Salad made the soup, ketchup dropped it off.
And a water bottle courtesy of Kristen because Florida water is trash. So, gonna eat this up. The reality of these COVID days is that we just wait on hold like this all day for hours. It's not all Yahtzee and takeout. Good morning. Well, it's 12:40. It's really nice out today. It was really cold last night, but today is January 8th, so it's day 4. Once again, I'm asymptomatic. I feel pretty great, actually. So just finished up doing my morning routine. I woke up at like 10, had coffee, had breakfast, like did emails and called my mom and like all the administrative stuff that I had to do. So just answered some questions on Instagram about the experience. I need to sit down actually and do that for you guys here and kind of detail everything. But this is basically what every day looks like. It's wake up, breakfast, admin, call mom, and then basically fill our day. We watched WandaVision last night because Kenzie's never seen it. We watched 90-Day Fiance for a good little while, and then I went to bed. So Kenzie's still asleep. She has her cast member clock on, and so she's used to doing like late night shifts and then going to bed at like 2 or 3 and waking up in the middle of the day. So she's still asleep, so I've just been enjoying my quiet morning. I've got my coffee, and yeah, today on my to-do list, I need to call my travel insurance company and figure out how to push my flight back, and figure out whether they can compensate me for a hotel. I'm really kind of confused about this one because the US is so bad with COVID right now that you can't get like appointments for PCRs or tests done by other people. Like the only thing you can do is home tests. So I have no real proof besides the test that I took. Like I have a picture of the test that I took on the day that I took it. So I need to investigate how I can prove to the insurance company that I was COVID positive on Wednesday, and go from there. So lots of fun stuff today. More time sitting on hold. Neighbors directly across from us moved out this morning, which is weird because they only moved in 2 days ago, but I think they went to an Airbnb. They did tell us when we checked in that we can check out at any point. This is not the Hotel California. So if we decide that we no longer want to stay here, we can check out at any point and they'll stop charging us from there. Disney made it very clear that they're not keeping us hostage. They're not forcing us to stay the 5 days. They're not forcing us to stay 10 days. You can leave whenever you want, and you don't have to tell them where you're going. You can leave to go to other accommodations. It's cheaper off property. You can leave to fly home. You can leave for whatever reason. Which, you know, honestly makes sense. They're a company, they can't force us to stay here, but yeah, we've seen some people stay for the full 5 days. We've seen other people leave early. So our neighbors left early. We're on day 4. We're almost done, but just got to get through a couple more days. So I'll keep you posted what we get up to today, but once again, it's probably not going to be anything too exciting. Just trying to get through this, drinking my orange juice and dosing up on vitamin C. Good morning. It is January 10th. It's 3:30 in the morning and I'm up because I had to call my insurance provider. They are closed on the weekend, which is inconvenient at best. But I basically am gonna take a test today, see if it's negative or positive, and try and extend my stay accordingly. So I needed to make sure that my travel insurance covers extending any of my stay, because I really don't want to pay for this out of pocket if I don't have to, but I also understand that I can't travel if I'm testing positive and putting other people at risk. So I spoke to my insurance provider, and one of the complications is that I need to send in a PCR test to basically prove why I have to stay in the US. And sorry, it's early, but I don't have a PCR test because America is burdened with COVID cases at the moment and it's impossible to get tests. I tried last week, no luck. So I just managed to get a test for Wednesday morning. So I'm gonna go to Advent Health Lake Buena Vista and get a test, and then I can put in my claim The lady on the phone told me that I can claim for $1,500, nope, 1,500 pounds worth of forced extension of stay, which should be fine. That should be enough. That should be plenty to cover 5 extra nights in a hotel and change of flight. So basically next step is waking up and calling the airline and getting my flight changed once again, this time to Friday, and then getting my hotel extended past just tonight. I'm just waiting for an email to come in because she said she would send me one, just explaining what my next steps are and what I need to do. But I'm exhausted. I just want to go back to bed. So I will talk to you guys in a couple hours when I wake back up. Good night. Good morning and happy day 6. This vlog has been nothing short of chaotic, which is nothing new for me. But this week has been nothing short of chaotic, so it really fits. Today's day 6, and that means that we are leaving the cabins. We are free. We have done our 5 days of managed isolation, basically, and we are asymptomatic, and so that means that after day 5, as long as you've not had a fever or been using fever-reducing medication for the last 24 hours, you can leave as long as you wear a mask everywhere in public for the next 5 days. So we are checking out today. This was always the day that we were supposed to check out. This was as long as my stay was supposed to be. Obviously I am extending my trip by a couple days so that I don't travel back to the UK until after day 10. But this is how long our trip was supposed to be, and this is as long as the cabins are covering us. So we are leaving today. It is actually 11:15, and the really nice part about the cabins is that there's no dedicated checkout time in this circumstance. So I called the front desk yesterday, or the duty manager, and I said, hey, we're still planning on checking out tomorrow. What time do you want us to go? And she was like, whenever, just give us a call before you do. So that is nice. It gives us a little bit of time to get our affairs in order. So as you guys saw, I woke up this morning at 3 in the morning, so I slept in a little bit, but I had to call the insurance company to make sure that I could get coverage for extending my stay. I have since put in a call to my airline to see about changing my flight to the end of the week, and I've got a lot of logistics to do today, so still need to pack up the cabin, film a room tour for you guys, get showered, get myself organized, and get ready to be free because it's been a while. But I've got to say, they have been amazing here. They've taken care of us so well. They've given us direct phone numbers to communicate with them. They've picked up quick service for us. They've picked up deliveries for us. They've picked up drop-offs from our friends. They've come to check on us. They've called us to see how we're doing. They've been really great. So I cannot fault Disney for this stay. We have watched several Spider-Man movies, 7 episodes of WandaVision. We've played 14 games of Yahtzee. We have spent countless hours on hold with Disney HR and American Airlines and British Airways and my travel insurance company, and like, you name it. There have definitely been ups and downs, but all in all, I feel very lucky to have been taken care of so well, and very lucky to have been asymptomatic this whole time. So if you have watched this whole video, thank you so much. This has been the most trying Disney experience that I've had in a long time, and I've tried to make the best of it as much as I possibly could. Ken's has done the same. She's been a trooper throughout this whole thing, and you know, we've managed to get out of these 5 days without killing each other, so that's great. It's always a good feat when you're with someone in isolation for a long period of time. But really, thank you so much for watching. For everyone that watched along on Instagram too, as I posted my daily updates, thank you guys for interacting with me and for keeping me busy. it's been nice at least to show you guys what the process would look like if this were to happen to anyone else. But that said, I really do hope that this does not happen to anyone else, because it's not cheap to be staying here, and it's not fun if you haven't been to Disney in a long time and you've been looking forward to your trip. So all of that said, I hope everyone watching is safe, is healthy, and as fun as I've maybe made this look at times, I hope you don't have to do this as well, because there's a lot better ways to be at Disney than to be isolated in a cabin. So thank you so much for all the love, for all the support, for all the well wishes. If you have not already, please make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. There's lots more content coming out of the rest of my Disney Christmas trip and the room tour from the cabin and everything like that. So there will be stuff coming out in the future. But until that time, I will see you real soon. Goodbye.